Zoom out para maganda ang art. Marami sa ating mga artists ay gigil sa mga details ng ating mga artworks. We zoom in and render every little thing, hoping and thinking this will make things better. We leave out bigger chunks and mas nagfo-focus tayo sa little things that really are just icing and should be put last. We somehow also forget the entirety or yung structure ng illustration because what else is eye-catching but just rendering the eyes. Doing these leaves holes or mga spots sa ating mga painting na kulang sa attention na makakabuo talaga at naayos ng ating illustrations. Hi, I am again Salongganisa, back with another tips video brought to you by Brushpoint Academy. In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang importance and benefits of zooming out and looking at the bigger picture. And to start off, we have number 1, which is seeing mistakes. Looking at our illustrations from afar makes us see what really is visible. Dito sa Brushpoint, we always give this advice for readability and for us to see what really should or is standing out sa mga illustrations natin. But in zooming out, we will also be able to see the mistakes we've made and the things we will need to adjust. Para itong pag-flip ng canvas for our eyes, somehow forget to see when looking at things for too long. Binibigyan tayo ng bagong perspective when we do this and makes us always see our illustrations with brand new eyes. And these things are hard to see, lalo na kapag naka-zoom in lang tayo sa mga details. So a quick tip here for you guys is don't forget to start your illustrations zoomed out. Next we have efficiency and speed. These two go hand in hand and improves over time. So magandang gawing habit ang pag-zoom out every few minutes or work outward na zoomed out and then going little by little, zooming in at the end. This improves our process and makes us more efficient. Gaya ng sabi natin kanina, since nakikita na natin ang mga mistakes of the whole illustrations, we can go ahead and fix them immediately when needed. We work with the whole piece and not just on the details or part of the piece. In this technique, we can train our eyes to be more critical and be able to commit fewer and fewer mistakes as we go on. Now on to number 3, which is looseness. Since we are zoomed out, we are forced to work and move our hands more freely and move with broader and bigger strokes that actually matter. Maganda siya maging practice dahil it really makes us put down lines and strokes that really move or give gesture doon sa ating mga paintings. Sa pagiging loose din sa piece, it's easy to not be committed and be able to redraw or fix most our drawings since hindi tayo manghihinayang dahil hindi pa naman tayo nasa end stage ng ating mga paintings. Being zoomed out is part of the first few stages when painting at mag-zoom in nga lang tayo kapag papunta na tayo sa mga mas detalyadong stage. Now for number 4, we have learn from the masters. Dati wala naman talagang zoom in but more of a physical act of moving closer to a painting. Imagine yourself zoomed in your painting and imagine a traditional painter doing the same, being face to face with his painting. It's something you will never see unless they are at the very end of their painting. So what we can get from this is again the process of being able to see everything and kung ano ba talaga yung mahalaga. A good example for learning to paint zoomed out is Sargent. He paints very far from his paintings to capture the very essence and yung gestures ng mga portraits niya. This forces him to see what stands out and yung mga focal areas lang which we actually look at. Mahirap din masanay na tayo laging naka-zoom in because we're only using our wrist motion. It's good to practice our full range of motion, especially if we want to do murals as well in the future. Now lastly, number 5, finishing a painting. Kanina na pag-usapan natin ang efficiency when we paint zoomed out. This of course helps us finish our paintings way easier and faster than what we normally expect. Painting zoomed out makes us complete the very base or structure of where we'll put our details on. Imagine nyo lang ang pag-paint zoomed out ay ang paggawa ng bahay. Nagsisimula tayo sa paglagay ng foundation, the floor, and the walls. And now imagine details and being zoomed in as the curtains, the tables, the doors, and or the couch. These are things that don't make up the entirety of the house, but those are the things we put at the end when the whole house or structure is built. So with painting zoomed out, we really are just painting the important things first. And habang pa-zoom in tayo ng pa-zoom in, we then add more and more details until we finish the whole piece. So ayan, that has been the importance and benefits of looking at the bigger picture. It really is an important habit and practice to acquire. And kung gusto nyo din i-practice ng mas efficient, a tip I can give you is to not only zoom out but work with bigger brushes. Look for a good reference and start to paint them using only one big brush. No sketch, diretso paint na. Force yourself na tapusin or mabuo yung piece gamit yung malaking brush until you absolutely need to make your brush smaller. Then you work your way down to smaller brushes up to the very end. But wait, before you do that exercise, let's go ahead and watch this time-lapse done by none other than Kabukicat. This has been Salongganisa, and see you again next time. Bye! That's it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like, and maybe even share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on new content. Till next time, bye!